What's up? What's up? Welcome everybody to an all new episode of On My Sports. As always, it's your boy John J. And with me once again is my dog, Please Know from the GOAT. What's going on, bro?
Another great day in the world of sports. Man, a lot going on, man. Just happy to be alive and happy to be able to grace the airwaves with my boy streaming and talking about our favorite thing in the world, and that's sports, man. How you been, my brothers?
I've been good, man. I've been good. It's a beautiful week as always. You know, we
Sure.
we missed each other last week. Y'all know sometimes
We
things
missed
get in the
y'all
way,
too,
but
man. We love
But
y'all, man.
we
Yeah,
right back at it. Shout out to the boy Shawn Michaels, LFG. I know Shawn Michaels waiting on big money. He may or may not be able to jump in. I did get a chance to talk to him. He might get a chance to join us today, so we shall see. But
yeah, thirsty.
um, man, it's been busy, man. I told y'all this NBA stuff was gonna go fast and furious, but before we get into that, because we got a lot to talk about with that, because it's going crazy right now.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
y'all know how we like to kick this thing off, man. Give me a little something that caught your eye this week, man. D Snow, what caught your eye?
I mean, I gotta go right here, with the hat that's sitting upon my head. I mean, we're gonna get into it a lot more later when it comes to the whole draft and everything that went down and all of the fireworks and things that we saw. But I mean, a word that's been coming up a lot this week, a word that I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I mean, nepotism has been thrown around a lot this week, and I had to sit back and I have to hit my encyclopedia, which is my girl. I'm like, babe, what is nepotism? Because I'm like,
I love it.
I hear
I
that
love
a lot.
it.
Like, what's nepotism? What are they talking about? And I mean, to me, as a black, African American, and who grew up seeing a whole lot over the years, to see this young man, get his opportunity because of his daddy, it's about time that, what I'm saying, somebody on our side of the coin, what I'm saying, got a little bit of that love, and I don't care what nobody say, man. It's nothing like seeing this young man you get a chance to live out his dreams. It's not like he's not a hooper, but we all know that, a little pushing a nub and a shove, a little threaten. We're gonna get into all that later. I'm gonna call back, but it was a lot. A lot got put on display, and it was pretty fun to watch. What I'm saying, these guys, maneuver and manipulate the entire world, the league, the media, everybody, man. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool to watch, man. Like it was crazy, and this is gonna be talked about for years to come. And we've been
facts.
talking about it all week, and everybody else will continue to talk about it. And hey, it was pretty wild, man. What caught your eye, bro?
Real quick though, just I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Because like you said, we're gonna get into the discussion in a little bit when we get into the full draft talk. But the one thing I will say about that just
Agree.
was the pure moment was the behind the scenes camera, the
Yeah,
family shot, the
yeah.
from Bryce that he
Sitting
shot.
on the
I thought
couch.
that was a nice family, a pure family moment. That was cool. Um, but we definitely gonna get into the actual meaning of the
John
pick
Michael's
and
not
all
happy
that good
about it. He
stuff.
don't like he don't like he
Well,
don't like all that nepotism that's
a
going on.
lot of people got something to say about that. It's a hot topic, and
Yeah, yeah,
rightfully so.
yeah.
Rightfully so. It's a big deal. But as far as what caught my eye, a lot actually, but I'm gonna keep it real quick and simple. We just saw the end of I just saw the end of Clipped, the Hulu show about the Clippers during the Donald Sterling investigation.
Yeah,
And it got me to thinking about free agency um, with Clay
yeah,
Thompson.
yeah.
And of course, free agency is
Yeah.
also a part of tonight's discussion. We're going to get into it more in depth in a little bit. But it
End of
got
an
me to
era,
thinking, like, man, you remember you had the episode about them getting into it after the game
man. Yeah.
in the locker room. And it might have been a lot of bad blood over the years. And I'm wondering if JJ Redick being a coach has anything to do with the reason why Clay decided not to go and join his pops and LeBron and them. Now, I do think where he went presented a better opportunity.
No doubt.
Um, but man, his pops home.
Hey, but you know these young dudes now. Do you know how they? I don't want to follow in my dad's footsteps. You know how it is. So he kind of wants to carve out his own little piece of the pie, which he's already done. And we gonna get into it later because that's the end of the Splash Brothers, man. That was a, hey man, we gonna get into it though. That was hey, this is big. This is a
That
big
was huge. That was
off
huge.
season
We even
has
though
really
we
kicked off with
kind
a
of
bang.
saw it coming, but it was still
Yeah,
huge. It didn't hit any less.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Coming, but you was all at the back of your mind. You was like, okay, they're gonna give him a little discount or something gonna happen. But then I heard a story on Get Up or something. It was either Get Up or it was a First Take where they was talking about they had a conversation with Clay and Clay was upset because he felt like he should have been got paid. I think people try to forget that. It wasn't just Steph has done a lot for that organization. But Clay was right there beside him. It's one and then it's two. You know what I'm saying?
the
Clay got a
final
lot of
final straw, he didn't want to come off that bench.
hey, I think that was tough too. That was tough. I told look, like he said, look, yeah, they don't want to that
He know you because he literally got a situation happening where he following in his father's footsteps.
well,
Got your ass.
but daddy got Ronnie in the league though. And
Facts,
I
facts.
said some of these guys, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? And Bronny probably didn't want to do that, but he ain't got no choice. Daddy running. He said, "You come to play with me."
That
You
was
know,
such a that was another thing that caught my eye. That was such an uncomfortable looking press conference.
bro.
It
Bron,
looked like
hey,
he was getting interviewed. It looked like he was sitting there with his pop parent teacher conference.
hey,
It looked
bro.
like a parent teacher conference.
On,
Like he
on
was
one
talking to
side
his
of it,
principal and his
look,
pops.
on one side of it, Bronny can't have no more snow bunnies, and Brian can't neither.
Got your ass too, pops.
Yeah, pops, you can't. Let me catch
I
the.
see. I see what you
Yeah,
did there. I see what you
yeah. Y'all got y'all eye on each other.
did. But
Hey, and before we get out of what caught our eye, I'm gonna be Sunny and throw something out there for Sunny. Hey man, it hurt my feelings seeing Rick Ross get stolen on in Canada, man. Man,
ooh,
that
talk
hurt my
about it.
feelings, man. To see the boss, huh? The biggest boss, the dude that talks the way he talks and walks the way he walks. To see him get stolen by some regular, guy that was just at a concert and man, that was tough to see, man. That was
Yeah.
tough to see,
Yeah.
man. And he looked very uncomfortable. They got him out of there in the nick of time. It looks like we could have ended up with another situation with a rapper going down, and Ross shouldn't even been in that situation, man. That was crazy. That's crazy, man. That was pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was indeed. It was indeed. And I'm glad you mentioned that because that's probably something Sonny would have brought up. So
That's his vibe.
that's good. Yeah, that's good. He'll
Yes,
he'll
sir.
appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir. Shout out to Ross, man. Get the security up, bruh.
facts, facts. But moving along, man. First official topic. The first official topic. So these ladies, man, the ladies of the WNBA. We've been talking about how much firepower they got this year, how hot the media attention is.
Yeah.
And coming into the league, coming into the season, everybody just wrote off completely that we got Mr. Big Money in the comments talking. But everybody would have rolled off in the season, or everybody expected that Caitlin Clark was just a written
Yeah.
in
Runaway winner. Yeah.
exactly for Rookie of the Year. And now, after what we've never seen before in the WNBA,
Mhm.
11 straight double doubles, going crazy out here, we have an actual legit discussion on who should be the Rookie of the Year. T Snow, let's talk about it, man. We got to have this conversation. We've been having it for the
Man,
NFL, the NBA.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get
say
into
this, man. I mean, as much as we and y'all know I'm a CC fan, I'm rolling Caitlin Clark all day.
it. Big money, big money.
Shout out to
Sound
Big
like it's
Money.
paying miles. I'm in them comments.
Hey, but no, no, real though, like everybody knows I'm a CC fan. I've always been rooting for. I'm a Midwest guy, so I'm rooting for Iowa. I love watching her game. She has a great bag, man. Her game is just beyond. I think she's gonna be end up being the best player in the NBA and really, really soon. But I'm from the trenches, bruh. So being from the trenches, man, I gotta stand up for old block Barbie. You know what I'm saying? She out here doing her thing. And the thing that's crazy is it's one thing to come out here and perform well like Angel Reese is doing it. She's doing it under scrutiny, the spotlight, the drama, death threats. She all of the crap she's going through, and she's still out here balling and smiling and having fun. I mean, I got a couple of buddies that are, season ticket holders. They be shooting videos of them. Like, I mean, she in the layup line, then she living her life to the fullest, bruh. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like Caitlin Clark, this is what we expected. We know she's going to be a good player. This is what they've been. Everybody knows that. But with Angel, people didn't expect her to do what she's doing. Anybody that says that, they lying. We all thought she was going to be a good player, but nobody saw her breaking rookie records and constantly playing this well. Every time they had a spotlight games, she puts on the show. She's out there competing, with the rod in the leg and everything else that goes with it. I mean, hey, bro, right now I think it's a tie because neither team is really playing well. I think Caitlin Clark's numbers are a little bit better, but Angel Reese, man, Angel Reese is showing us what like I used to say, get it out the mud superstar. I can't really say get it out the mud because she won a national championship. She came from a top pedigree, you know what I'm saying, women's basketball team.
Still got it out the mud though. She built
Yeah, she
she built
did.
something from the
She
ground
did
up.
build
I mean,
because man, hey, she doing her thing, man. Like you can't and if you haven't seen her play, you gotta see her before you got something to say. And you will see, man, she's a hard worker, man. Hard hat. A true Chicago type of player, man. He
Big
said, "Oh,
Money say he
hey,
said it. Stop
yeah,
playing.
hey, I gotta give you a pro. Hey, Big
Yeah,
Money does have some good takes, man. I gotta give him his love
absolutely.
when my man be on it. And hey, we see you, Shorty. Just Shorty need to stay out the car though. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the
And
car
talk
with
about it.
Herbo. I'm
Talk
seeing
about it.
pictures of Herbo, Dirk, all Shorty.
But we
Stay
hey,
away,
we
stay
said it.
away
We
from them
said it from the
dudes, man.
beginning.
Yeah, we
We
said
said it
that
from the
though.
beginning. She was
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
outside.
yeah,
We
yeah.
said that draft night or the first episode we did after
She
draft
going,
night that she was
going. He
gonna be
said she
outside.
going, going.
She going. Yeah, absolutely.
They got to climb that tree though. All the rappers all under 6 feet.
Facts. But I'm right there with you, man. I
Yeah,
think that her effect on the game has been undeniable. Like I said in the beginning, 11 straight today, and just made 11 straight double doubles. It's never been done before in the history of the game. We what, 27, 28 years in? It hasn't
yeah.
been done yet. This is, oh yeah. Shout out to Shawn Michael. Oh, most definitely. But we
Bang,
we haven't
bang.
we haven't seen this yet.
Yeah,
So not only did she come in with fanfare, and I know that the majority of the fanfare is Caitlin Clark. I am nowhere
yeah. No
near
denying. No denying.
denying that. Yeah.
Yeah, no denying.
Um, oh
We know
no,
what it
don't
is.
do that, big money. Don't do that. Don't Chicago will stop working
Oh, bro.
everything.
Let me tell you
Don't
something,
do that.
bro. She probably carried Plan B's like double mint gum. Don't worry about it. She good. She protecting that bag. She can't get pregnant right now.
Facts,
She Plan
facts,
B'd up.
facts.
Popping them boys like Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah. But this is a feat that we hadn't seen yet from Angel Reese. I think Caitlin Clark is starting to put it together. She definitely had a slow start. The scoring numbers aren't quite what the majority expected yet. The realists knew that it was going to be tough because the WNBA is a really tough league,
Yeah,
and we knew it was going to be tough on Caitlin, but it's tough on everybody. It's not
yeah,
just Caitlin. All of the hard hits, and I've had a lot of conversations with people like about that are unfamiliar with the game. That this is a part of the game. She's not the only one taking hits like that.
yeah.
But I love the impact that she's had on the game. She had almost a triple double the other night, and they're playing some good basketball with Indiana. But what Angel Reese is doing is undeniable.
Yeah.
I can't stress enough that she's doing something that hasn't been done before
With the spotlight on her. It ain't like she's just like sneaking up
with the
on people.
spotlight.
Like everybody's like, watching to see something happen. They're looking for drama. They're looking for her to fail, and she's coming out there and performing well. And it's pretty fun to watch, man. For real.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. Big money. That Asia Wilson game was that had
That was
all
a
the
good game to
attention.
the end.
Oh
That
yeah,
was a very good game to the end. Yeah, they were
it
right
really
there.
was. It really was. Well, I think it's undeniable. She's rookie of the year. And I wonder. I hope they don't find a way to try to do a hyphenated
Yes,
co-rookie of the year just
like they
because
did
of
that year
all
in the
the
NBA.
attention,
Yeah, I hate that when
because
they
of
do that
everything
crap.
that
Yeah,
they've brought, that Kaylin has brought. That push to not have her out of it. I hope we don't get that. I hope it's pure. But we shall see.
yes, sir.
But even the defensive numbers,
Sh-
Angel Reese
Offensive
is
rebounding, she's killing it. Like her numbers are phenomenal, man. Like, yeah,
blocks
and
and steals all
yeah, she's
across the
doing it all.
board.
She's doing it all. Yeah,
She's and it might be sacrilege to say this, and she's not on the same level. Let me get that clear, make it clear. But Angel Reese right now is almost a Candace Parker light.
yeah. Without the touch.
Candace Parker was a better shooter, um, and probably an even better defender at this point in her career. But the numbers that what she's putting up right now, CP was a double double machine.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what she did. That's how she got down. And block shots. She was a beast down there.
yeah.
Uh,
It's gonna be
and
hard to touch her, but she's in that same category. I ain't gonna lie. She's playing that bringing that same type of impact as well to the game.
you know what else I thought was pretty cool? So what did I say? We in year 27, 28, something like that for
28.
the
Yeah,
WNBA. Um, so if you think about the NBA, yeah, she is MVP for bringing in
oh,
the
for
viewers,
sure.
no doubt.
Oh,
If
hey,
you
we talk about them every week. We talk,
if you
you know.
think about the NBA, the life of the NBA, through 20, let's say 20 to 30 years, the first 20 to 30 years, that's where Magic and Bird stepped on the scene
Mm,
and changed the sport.
okay.
It changed the attention. The rivalry between them took the NBA to a new height. We saw a bit of it in that the Lakers the Hulu show Winning Time. We saw a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
piece of it. I know that's scripted and some differences, but that effect was real between Bird and Magic. And I feel like we're getting the same effect for the WNBA in about the same timeline as the NBA.
Like I said the last show a couple of weeks ago, if man, they need to get in front of this. They should have already had a Bird, you know how they had the Bird Magic game? Oh man, if they made a Caitlin Clark versus Andrew Reese game, man,
I mean,
dudes ain't
they
cooking for this.
definitely. I will say they using their games to the fullest. All of
Yeah,
their games against each other have been national televised.
yeah, yeah. It's
Um,
smart. They doing
we
the right
just
thing with
got
that.
the information. We just got the word today that both girls have made the All Star team and they
And
were
on the same team.
teammates. That
Yeah,
was the first line that they
that was
put
pretty
out.
cool.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark teammates.
I thought that was
So
pretty cool.
that's a big deal. Uh, I
Most
feel like
definitely.
this is the same effect. This is the same effect. Bird and Magic. Same time. It's kind of freaky at that timeline. Um,
Excuse me.
so I think this is doing wonders for the sport. I
Mm,
think that we're only gonna get next level talent coming up from here on out. Um, the girls that are coming up now have more to aspire to. And I love the attention that all the other ladies in the WNBA currently are getting. I know, no doubt, I am a fan. Without a doubt, 100%. 100%. I like the fact that people like Asia Wilson, and shout out to Big Money because it's a name that he preaches religiously. I like the fact that she's getting love now. She's got a new shoe deal out of the gate, out of it. Um, Pause facts. Um, but I I like that they're all embracing the extra attention.
yeah,
Um, you got the CarMax commercials got all of the girls in it. Everybody is
yeah.
there. You go. Oh, that fan. Oh, that damn yeah. Hey, I ain't got time to stunt Shawn Michaels. I'll take that. Whatever.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels be throwing shots, boy. You got to watch out. You never know when them
Yeah,
boys
yeah,
coming.
there you go. See? That's you know what? It's a shame when you can't use the word fan on a sports show. It's a shame when you got to regard it from the
I
word
wasn't even
fan on a
ready.
sports
I
show.
wasn't even
You
ready.
know what? God damn you, Shawn Michaels, for
See?
fucking up the sports like that,
Man,
and Kendrick Lamar for making that popular.
yeah. You gonna have to get that man
God
some free
damn, not
chin
like
music.
us. But I definitely dig it. Where
Yeah,
they going right now.
yeah,
I think it's a beautiful thing. But moving along to what the people really came to see, really came to talk about is some hoops. And the off season is in full effect right now, but we're gonna start off with that draft.
yeah,
We didn't get a chance to do our draft show. I definitely apologize for that, but it was a lot of that went down on draft night.
yeah, yeah.
I know you good. You good, Shawn Michaels. You a
Oh no,
troll. That's
Sean, them
you
goons.
doing
Oh
what you're
yeah,
supposed to do.
we looking for your IP address right now, Sean.
Oh, I got it saved. Don't worry. I'm the tech head. I'm in control. Uh, but the NBA draft, man, it went
Yeah, man.
down Wednesday and Thursday. First off, what did you think about the 2-day format?
I mean, the I think it's gonna be hard to be judged on because this was a weak ass draft. So, I mean, the the biggest thing that we got out of this was we were excited about the second day because of who was there and who was going. That's so this made it a little more intriguing for us. So everybody was, but I didn't like how they did it in a whole nother room, like in the wherever they was at. It looked at real like off brand, like we was watching the, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I did love, like you said, I love the 2-day event, but I didn't like wherever they took it to. I like the big stage. You know, this is a big night for these kids. Let them get on the big stage. Let them get their moment. I don't like when you take it to some smaller stage. I don't care if it is the second round. It's still the NBA draft. Y'all got the paper to do it. Quit playing. You know, so I didn't like that part. How I feel like they downscaled it, but I mean the excitement of how it went. We do want the draft to move a little bit faster, so I do like that part of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I do love how things do spin along. The picks are going a lot smoother. It ain't just all that waiting and waiting and waiting for 10 minutes a pick.
I
I
feel
mean,
you on
man,
that.
hey, but yeah, but I mean, what did you think? I mean, we know Sonny loved it. He just said it in his chat. So what did you think about the new format?
Yeah, I dug it. But I agree. As far as the stage,
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
time,
ain't
like
like
it
that.
came on at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like
Yeah, 4 o'clock my
I'm
time. Yeah, yeah.
I'm still at work while this while the draft is going on. What's going
Right.
on
This is
here?
a big moment. Like we turned this into baseball.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. It was like
there
the
you
in
go.
season
Yeah.
tournament. Yeah.
I was like, what the heck
But I
is this?
definitely I like how they stretched it out. Like you said, give the second round pick some additional love and don't just rush through it.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. Maybe if you were gonna do it early in the afternoon, maybe you could have pushed it back to Friday, Saturday, something like that. Um, but all in all, I thought it was a fun event. But as far as the picks, you're right. It was I won't call it a weak draft. It was a lesser name. It wasn't a lot of names,
Man,
but it was so much
look,
talent. It was
I'm
a
gonna say
deep
this right now.
draft talent wise, but no superstars.
I hope all them Frenchmen they picked in the top 10, I hope they all fail. I don't know what just happened, man. They flipped our draft upside down with
The
a bunch of dudes whose
revolution.
names I'm gonna have to practice saying their names before the season started. I'm gonna be calling these dudes all type of names. Man,
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna
and
be fun.
and I mean, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna look up and we're gonna have Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas all over again. These dudes gonna be kissing on the court and stuff. They gonna be kissing each other high, and it's gonna be real sweet, man.
Nah, for real.
No, but I'm on the real though. I mean, hey, the one thing we really saw in this drive is we saw teams get better, and we saw good players go at the end. It was just like what happened with football. Like with football, that was so weird to us how we saw all these great players
That's
going at the end of the
that's what I'm
draft for the
saying
second
though. I
round.
feel that's what
The
I'm saying.
second,
I
the
feel
same
like
thing happened.
it was a lot of talent. It just wasn't no that top end superstar that you expect to go You know what I'm saying? Like the number
Yeah.
5 pick was as valuable as the number 10 pick.
Cause they
But
they picking dudes off like hopeful. Like I mean, but and the only reason why I can't get mad because I remember when the Eddie Curry picks and the you know what I'm saying and Tyson Chandler like they gonna always go after that. What it may be in 5 years, this guy can be this, and a
yeah,
lot of
it was
teams
some
go off that.
reaches. It was definitely some.
Man, it was some
I
reach.
like Sar though. Sar got
Yeah.
some. I could see why you would reach for somebody like that, just
Zachary
because
had
of
one. No,
the size and athleticism. But I agree. Like, Risha Shea was all of a sudden maybe the last month or two of the season he started climbing,
yeah,
and it was crazy to see a last minute climb to the number 1 spot like that.
yeah.
But I don't know if you heard. I think one of the biggest reasons for that is Sarb didn't work out for Atlanta. He never went.
Mm,
They couldn't get him
he
in
didn't
for
want
a
to go to that.
workout.
Yeah, he didn't want to
So
go.
I think they had to. They had no choice but to pivot. But yeah, Charlotte reached Tijon Salone. Um, he is somebody who the potential is there, but it's potential. Um,
Potential.
there, it's funny. MJ sold the team, but they still making moves that MJ got crucified for.
Man, that
Let me
team ain't
keep
ever
that
gonna
same
be good.
energy.
Yeah. Hey, and let's talk about the elephant in the room, man. Hey, if I ain't got no friends like Rich Paul, you can't be my friend. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Church.
when they started putting out there that they are, look, if you draft me, we going to Australia. That was the funniest. Hey, I bust up laugh. I said, man, these dudes is playing hardball with the league. Like we dare you try us. Like you don't
I
see
I
that
got
a
a
lot.
theory on that. I could be way off with my theory, but I got a theory on that. I think that maybe that was his way of saving Bronny from because he was going late. Maybe that was a way to save face. Like, oh no, we told people to stay away from him so they wouldn't pick him when nobody really was.
I mean, bro, he's already got a guaranteed contract signed.
Facts.
Stick
So
around
I don't know what y'all think
65.
about that. Y'all,
Stick
Shawn
around
Michaels
pick
and Big
number
Money. What y'all
55.
think? Y'all think that
And
that
that
was
man is he
y'all think
already
that was
signed,
cap?
sealed, and delivered. This has probably been done since Christmas. This whole deal.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that whole Rich Paul thing was cap. Like he called the league. Niggas in the league was probably like, we weren't.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I think there's some people out there that was willing to maybe take a gamble. Why not? Let's just see what LeBron gonna do. Let's
He only worked out for the Clippers. I mean, for the Lakers and the Suns.
yeah. I think it was a
Um,
done deal, though. I think this was because remember, if we
maybe
could
you
find the
probably
footage, I talked about this over a year ago. I said it was gonna happen before we even knew he was coming out of anything. I said the Lakers are gonna draft that kid. He's gonna be a Laker. I saw that coming because at the end of the day, it's going to sell tickets. Even if they don't win a championship in the next 3 years while LeBron is there, them ticket sales are gonna be higher than they was before because everybody get to come see the circus. Come see the father and son duo, first time ever in the NBA. You know, go to some people when they eyes plus his son. I mean,
didn't I get
that
who was it? Was it no, it was Big Money. I got persecuted when I swore that he was getting drafted to the Lakers.
oh, I know it. I mean, bro, that first time he throw a lob to his daddy, that's gonna be magical, bro. That's gonna be magical. Or he
I
throw
want to
one to
see it.
Bronny. Oh, I
Despite
want to see it.
how
Yeah, this shit gonna be
and I
crazy.
understand, of course, we're not having this conversation if his last name ain't James.
Of course.
100% I agree with that. No argument here. But I want to see it. Regardless of the fact, I still want
Yeah,
to see it.
yeah,
We endured Steve Nash getting a job from the booth to the bench. JJ Redick doing it. We've seen it with Pat Riley in the past.
yeah.
Let us get some of let's
Yeah, I talked a
our
lot of
turn.
stuff about it.
Let's flip the hand this
Hey,
time
we're
and
Bulls
see what
fans,
it's like
bro.
when we get
We watched a whole lot of that. We watched Bill Cartwright. We watched what was my man that ended up being the Clippers coach too? Dang, why can't I think of his name now?
Vinny the nigga.
Man, Vinny Del Negro, that was my boy. But the Bulls, I mean, BJ Armstrong, like we brought in a lot of guys that didn't have any experience and gave him a shot. So we've seen this movie before. I'm just shocked that it happened. The Lakers, the Bulls are a big franchise, no doubt about it, but they'll never be as big as the Lakers are. The Lakers and the Celtics are who they are. So to get one of those jobs, you've never seen somebody with the experience that you and hey, I got the hat on. I hope they do well. I think no matter what, they still gonna do what they did. You know what I mean? I don't think they lose a lot by leaving Ham and bringing him in. As long as LeBron's there and they playing and everybody stays healthy, that they got a really good team and they're gonna probably get a couple of more pieces. But
I will say they actually do got a history of it because they the ones
yeah,
that did it with Pat.
yeah. No, that's why I'm not, bro. I'm in watch mode. I'm not gonna judge it yet. I'm gonna sit back and see what happens because hey, you know,
Oh, we got big money joined
What
big
up,
in.
money.
bro?
Hey, are you getting pulled over by the people? Who that is? Okay, making sure my man.
No,
Okay,
no, I'm in the parking lot at the job.
okay, yeah, man.
What we
Get into
on?
this draft, man. You know, already know, Sonny. We talking about what. And by the way,
He know he in the
hey,
comments.
hey, and let's talk about quietly the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. They are putting together
Yes, I'm
a
glad you mentioned him.
arsenal,
I'm
a
glad you mentioned him.
arsenal.
I'm
Y'all ain't
glad you
talking
mentioned
about
him.
Bronny yet?
Yeah, we
Of
were
course,
we
of
were talking.
course.
We were in the
That's what we
middle
were
of
just
talking
talking
about
about.
Bronny when you got on.
Oh, what y'all
Yeah,
say?
just talking about.
Now I agree with the fact that that it was we not talking about him if his last name ain't James. If his last name ain't James,
Yeah.
I also want to see it. I want to
Yeah,
see them on the court together. I talked about how we've seen the coaches, the cats going from the booth to the bench with JJ Redick and Steve Nash, Pat Riley. I want to see a right side advantage being taken now. Let's get some of this some black privilege going on. You know how powerful that is that LeBron got his son in the league with him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I take it, even if it's just for a second. I 100% agree with
Hey,
everybody that
I
says that
love
he
it,
got in because of his
bro.
name, but we
and
need
tell me this,
a
Sonny.
moment like that.
What do you think about the point that he's already signed his guaranteed contract as the second
Ah,
round pick?
say,
And you already got a guaranteed
say,
contract.
that's what
That's
I was gonna say.
hilarious.
Caught my eye. That's what caught my eye this week. I was like, so that told me that
Yeah,
it was all bullshit. Look, so I was like, at first I was like, he's a scrub from like a player standpoint. Look, before the cardiac arrest, Bronny was gonna go to USC and he was gonna be that guy. He was gonna average like 20, all of that. I know that. I know that. So I want to lead. I want to say that. I want to lead by saying that so I don't sound like I'm hating. I know for a fact the momentum that he had prior to the cardiac arrest. Oh yeah, he didn't need no help. He didn't need no help at all. He was gonna get there. He was gonna earn it. So I'm gonna preface that. Look, I fucking love everything about it. JJ, when you convinced me that he was gonna get drafted, because I was like, this nigga's trash. There's no way he's gonna get drafted. And I'm thinking about like from a standpoint of like he didn't earn this shit and he need to go back to college and he need to get right and then he'll get drafted. I actually didn't think like I swear to God, I never thought and I thought I always think Rich Paul and LeBron so full of shit. Maverick Carter and them, they the biggest cappers in the world. They always lying for some reason. It's weird. So I thought them niggas was lying. I deep down I was like, there's no way. they you know what? After I seen them at college and I was like, yeah, there's
I
no
just talked
way.
about I think they lying right now with the whole
Right.
calling
I
around.
swear the whole thing was a lie. When they gave that man that guarantee, bro, I was like, they was lying about every fucking thing. They was always gonna draft him. There wasn't no calls. They didn't call nobody.
that's what he
Nobody
just
else
said.
was gonna
He just
draft
said
him,
that.
dude.
That's what he just said.
There was no calls. Hey, look, I love it and I hate it. Because look, you convinced me, bro, and I don't know if you caught this, but there was a kid, I can't remember his name when you had brought up the 𝑟𝐺 point, I was like, oh shit. Hey man, that let me know right there when I really thought about it. Like, yeah, he gonna get drafted. You're right. Bro, there was a kid that was really good, but he only averaged like 2 points and he was in the top 17. So I don't care about LeBron going 55. I love it. I don't care. I was like, damn, that dude was averaging 2 points, but his ceiling, no. That's what he got drafted on. And I was like, okay. But I love it, bro. Black privilege. I love it. It's kind of goofy. but I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a daddy. My dad, man, he was a gynecologist and he did a lot, but he didn't do that for me. So I ain't never had no nigga do no shit like that for me. So I
Put you
love
all the way
that,
on.
bro. You know
Put
what I'm saying? I
millions in your
love
pocket.
that.
Put millions in your pocket, son. You
Right.
straight.
I love,
No,
bro. I love that
he
as
get
a
look. He get that NBA pension when he retire. He
yeah,
just makes sure
just
Bronny
as
good
a
for the rest of his
human
life.
being, like what he did for you is like that's more than a trust fund. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
bigger than
he
that.
put them
Like
all
I
on.
love that
Yeah, I
part,
put you
but
into
Yeah,
your own.
I
yeah.
hate it for the entitled youths. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel entitled. Like that's gonna open up a whole Pandora's box. I hate it. I hate that the old heads is like, they so disgusted by it. I hate that LeBron and them done got James Worthy fired for saying he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit. Like I love it
They fired
and I
James
hate,
Worthy.
bro, they fired James Worthy because he said it was goofy.
Hey, this is the thing I be trying to tell y'all, man. As long as
Like they
LeBron is a part of
powerful.
any,
Hey, Clutch is
LeBron is that
powerful, bro.
strong, bro. Yeah, he
Them
was a
niggas is
bro. Yeah,
powerful. So
Worthy
I
is
love
Worthy
it
is
and
the
I
legend.
hate
That's a
it.
Dan
fact.
Gilbert warned us from the
Yeah,
Cleveland days
he
when he
did, bro.
left for Miami that first time. Dan Gilbert
Can't
told
control
us
that man.
he
Hey,
wanted
hey,
everything.
and y'all remember, y'all, you see what they said? He tried to get Spoelstra fired. He tried to get him
Yeah.
fired. So
Hey,
man,
so
Pat
LeBron ain't
Riley
playing.
yeah.
wasn't taking it. Pat Riley,
Nope.
like I'm the
Right.
motherfucker
It just
around
Hey
shows you,
man,
man. That
I
man.
here.
love it. I love the whole shit show. It's some shit going on. This man JJ Redick sat up there with a straight face and was like, "Nobody gave this to Bronny. He earned this." And I was looking at Bronny like it's taking
No,
everything in his
no, bro.
power to not
No.
laugh. Bro,
My favorite
I
quote.
love it. I
No, bro,
fucking love
my
it,
favorite
bro.
quote of the whole draft night. As soon as they drafted Connect, they was like, "Oh yeah, he's already drawn up plays for Connect." I said, "Man,
Right? Yeah. Hey, I love this shit. I
it was
fucking
as soon
love
as
it.
they
That
drafted him,
about
he
JJ
drew up a
Redick,
play
I
for him."
believe though. That
Look,
him drawing up plays for Dalton Connect, that's what I meant when I said that was a JJ Redick type of a player. I
yeah.
believe that about him. He had a hard on for that pick. I believe wholeheartedly. Like he loved the fuck
He
out
said,
of
"I'm drafting a taller me. Let's get it."
that was your fan right
That's crazy.
there.
Hey, I love the whole shit of it. I love everything, bro. I love that all that shit I said. I love what you just said. I love everything about it. And like the whole thing, it just seems so American, right? Like it just seems so
Yeah,
American. We coming up on the 4th of July, bro, and we finna celebrate this wicked country's independence. We love our guns. We love our firecrackers. We love shooting shit. We
And it was
love
a
war.
week after Juneteenth.
You feel me? Bro, I peeped all of that, bro. I love the fact that a podcaster like us could be the head coach with no experience. Nigga, I work at Energy and I could have got that job. That give me hope. Like
Hey,
that give me
you know.
hope, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That
and it
hey,
ain't too
this
late.
whole thing. Like I
It ain't
might
too
got
late.
a homeboy somewhere that can pull me into the NBA. Bro, I love this shit. There's loopholes everywhere.
Yeah,
I love America, bro. America is so beautiful. This is the only place where you could be nothing, you could be something and then have a heart attack and then be nothing, but your daddy can still get you. Bro, I love it, bro. I love everything about it. It's cold. It's cold, bro. And
Yeah,
it's fucked
that's it.
up at the same
What a
time, though.
time. What a
At the
time.
same time, it kind of fucks up the integrity of the game. And to white people's credit, we don't want to shit on white people like nepotism. You know what I'm saying? They've been throwing that word out a lot. I've been laughing like a motherfucker because I was like, I know a lot of people don't know what that means. So it's been funny. You know what I'm saying? And just
It
hearing
came
it
up
is funny.
earlier.
One
I was
thing though I could
confused.
give white folks, like they, you know what I'm saying, nepotism, like they were saying, Woj and them was like it's nepotism in the front offices and in the locker rooms with the coaches and all that shit. Okay, yeah, I feel that. But one thing I can say in the white folks' defense that own them teams, they, you know, nepotism come when they don't want to hire them black coaches and all of that. But they ain't got no trash ass nephew just because they own the team. They get him on the 90-man roster.
Yeah,
I give them that. So this is some whole other shit. The NBA is so progressive.
aggressive.
Like I love it, bro. This shit is crazy. Hey, all I can say is, bro, hey, this is a great. I swear, bro, God is good, and this is a hell of a time to be alive right now. Cause some of this shit you can't even make this shit up, bro. Ronnie James is trash at this point, and he's not trash. but there's no way that anybody was gonna draft him. Nigga, you didn't have to make these calls. Y'all was lying. Everything was a lie. The Lakers was always gonna draft him. Jeannie Buss really does want to please
This is
LeBron.
always gonna be a trap song.
My mind went places it wasn't supposed to go. I was like, oh, I was looking like dude on the wire. Oh, when that guaranteed contract came in, I was like, oh, so that national, hey, happy National International Women's Day. Nah, you hit both of them hoes that day. You hit them, bro. Nah. That's what that was about. You put this work, you laid the groundwork for it, you laid the foundation. This was always gonna happen. We
Shout out
always
to
gonna do
Big Money,
that.
man. There ain't nobody like you in the world.
In the
I
world.
promise, bro. I was like, this is cold blooded, bro. I love it. You right, Philly. Black excellence, black privilege. This is amazing. But it's crazy because I know white people do it, but I don't think they would have did it this way. This is the most ratchet business move,
I'm gonna
shrewdest business move I ever seen in my life, bro.
cherry on top. Hey, the BET Awards came on the other day. Hey, this was this,
Yeah.
that week. This
Hey,
was
you know
that week.
what? I want to shout out
Facts.
LeBron James. I want to shout out LeBron James. I want to shout out LeVar Ball.
Oh, and throw Kendrick out there because he Drake daddy. You know, so you got
All the black fathers who making shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout them out, man. We gotta give them love today,
hey.
boy.
Hey, and that's funny because if y'all missed the BET Awards, they did a little special thing to Usher, and Usher he did something different. He's like, we always be like, Mom, I made it. Thanks, Mike. He said, I want all the dads to stand up,
Yeah,
and
that
he
was
should.
real.
Hey, that was
That
so
shit was
real.
real.
He
Yeah,
man saluted all of that man. They muted that man. We didn't
that
get to
was
hear the man
real.
speak. I don't know what he was saying, but they muted. Did you see that, Sonny? They muted the
Yeah.
crap out of Usher, bro.
Bro,
Whatever he
he
was
was saying shit like he shouldn't even been saying. He went to a
saying,
dark place.
because he
He
started
started
talking
talking
about how
about
again.
Diddy.
I
He
went to a
started
point
talking
where people
about
went.
Diddy.
He started talking about all kind of stuff. They muted that man up,
Yeah, he
man.
was
Hey,
like, as a man, sometimes I had to realize sometimes you get fucked as a man. Everybody was like,
hey, bro.
I was
Hey,
like, whoa,
Hey,
hey.
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot going on. Shout out to LeBron, man, being the
Yeah,
dad that he is, because the fact that he's never get caught in any scandals, he's never
yeah,
really, the only thing we can hate him for is his sports decisions. He's never done anything to hurt anybody. He has schools out there. He's done all that and still raised a son that he brought to the NBA. I don't think we'll ever see that again, man. The guy of his caliber have a son that can come in like that and play with him. I don't think this.
say,
Some things will
man,
happen again. I don't think this is gonna ever happen again. Never.
Yeah, that's
like,
this was a beautiful thing. But it was it was more it was still a lot more to the draft than just the Bronny thing. No, I want to get
Yeah,
into I want to definitely get into that too though, because it was a lot of good picks. I definitely liked what the Bulls did.
of
Buzella's
course.
falling to them. Y'all know I was a big fan of that pick.
Yeah.
Um last year, I don't know if you remember when we did our show after the Wimby pick. Buzella's, I had mentioned Buzella's was ESPN's pick to be number one this year.
yeah, he was supposed to be a top 5
I
pick,
kept,
man.
I don't know if you remember me talking about it. I was like, next year there's a 6'10" guard coming out. That's who it was.
Yeah,
Oh, for him to fall to Chicago, I thought that was pretty dope.
that was love, man.
We
Woo.
needed that. We needed something like that in the worst way, some good fortunes.
Yeah.
I I don't care what they gave up a lot of picks, but Minnesota. I know I'll probably care about it in 2030 because that's after and contract is up, I believe. But for them to move up to get Rob Dillingham was
Woo.
money. I love it.
Hey,
And then for them to come back later and get TSJ, Terry
yeah,
Shannon Jr.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I
that was pretty
told you,
big.
bro. Give me my
I'm not
props.
gonna
I
lie.
thought the Mavericks was gonna do it, but they wasn't there. I thought it was gonna be. Remember, I was like, Shannon gonna fall to the end of the draft. The Mavs gonna get him, but I didn't know they didn't have that pick. So Minnesota was there. That was perfect, bro. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was the best thing.
That
But
was to me that they won the draft as far
Yeah,
as
they did.
just draft picks.
Yeah,
Adding to what they already got because Ant-Man needed some secondary scores. He got
yeah,
two killers.
yeah.
He
so
got
Ready,
two
ready to
killers.
play. Ready, guys that's ready to play. Not guys
yeah.
that you need to coach up. These kids gonna get in there and be ready to hoop. I
Nah,
can't
they
wait
can
for
come
summer
in
league.
and look on
Hey,
this
summer league,
level.
they might win summer league.
On this level, when you get to the NBA, it's all mental.
Yeah.
And when you get in those situations and it breaks down, can you create your own shot and can you go get it? These two dudes can do that. That is love. I really like that from Minnesota. But you know what I like the most? I like San Antonio, what they did.
with
Like people
Castle,
don't know. Nah, both of they picks and Johnny Furphy. He was a
Yeah.
top.
Furphy,
He was supposed
shooter.
to be a lottery pick. Somehow he failed. I think people just fell asleep. I didn't because Rock Chalk, that's my school.
No,
That
bro.
dude,
It was
that
in their
dude is
20.
a 6'10" 3-point sniper. And Steph Castle is a 6'6" point guard. They are building. Next year, they got 2 first-round picks, too. The Spurs
No,
are coming, bro.
no.
They
If
are
you notice,
coming.
it was a lot of dudes in the draft that was like 22, 23, stuff like
Mhm.
that because of COVID. So those were the guys that was getting drafted at the bottom. And I'm like,
Furphy, though,
why
Furphy's
wouldn't you
like
want the grown
18.
man?
He
Oh,
19.
really? He 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
He
I was
went,
saying though. It was a
yeah,
lot
he
of
came from
talent in.
Australia and went to KU. I think he was 18. He turned 19. So he's
Okay.
19. Yeah.
It was a lot of talent in this draft. It just
It
wasn't
was, bro. Like
guaranteed
people sleep.
superstar.
People
Like
will
it
sleep.
was a
Like it
deep
ain't.
draft talent wise.
Yeah, it's
Everybody.
not a superstar in this draft,
Dalton
but it's a
Connect to
lot
the
of all
Lakers at
stars.
17. He
Yeah,
was not supposed to fall out the top 10.
He had
that's
6
fact.
games of 35 points or more. Like,
That's
that's
facts.
nuts.
That's nuts. Yeah.
He was like, you know who he reminded me of on the court, like college.
Who
Hopefully
you talking
NBA it'll
about?
be different, but
Well, Dalton
Connect.
Connect.
Oh, Don Connect.
He reminded me of Adam Morrison in college.
Man, no, he was.
Man,
Hey, man,
Adam
Don
Morrison
Connect
in
is a
college at
killer.
out of
Gonzaga
Georgia.
was an absolute
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah,
Not
he was
NBA, the college version. An
yeah, he was nasty.
absolute killer. I know he had diabetes too, though. I don't know how much that had to do with his NBA struggles, but as a college player, he was a monster.
Mm,
And they about kind of the same size and build.
okay.
Yeah, that was a good pick for the Lakers. I like that pick.
Lakers did
He's
well, man.
a killer. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
killer, bro. He get his own shot. He's fearless. He just don't defend well, but you can work on moving your feet and all that. But
Mm,
he's a bucket. I like it.
I
Defense.
like what Milwaukee did to get Tyler Smith in the second round. I hated it was Milwaukee because obviously division, but a 7-foot shooter.
yeah.
That's your replacement for Brooke Lopez when he's gone.
Yeah.
He's not the
Yeah.
defender, but being over there, they'll deal. They'll get it
They'll
right.
deal with that. Yeah, they'll get it right.
Bobby Porter's gonna be gonna get him in order. But that's just another big. Like
Yeah.
they just keep getting bigger over there. What else? The Houston Reed was questionable. Reed Shepherd. But it wasn't a surprise because a lot of people were picking Reed Shepherd to go to Houston at 3.
Mm,
I love the Edie to Memphis. I love it, bro.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
Oh,
it.
I liked it. I do have
I
some.
love
I
it.
do have a small concern. I think
What?
the
What's the concern?
potential. I think the potential is money.
Right.
But he doesn't move as well as Klingen. I like him better than Klingen, but
Right.
he doesn't move his feet as well as Klingen. So I
Yeah.
worry about him spacing when Ja comes in.
Right.
When Ja comes back, because Ja shifty, you got to get up out his way. You got to wall off that lane for him to get in and do his thing. And
And
I
that's
think
cool.
that he can do it.
Yeah,
I
I feel
just
like he figured that out.
yeah.
and that's why I say I like it, but that's my only concern. Spacing with Ja. Him
Yeah.
being able to space with Ja, but that's what Memphis does. I've preached about it for a while. Think about it. From Mark Gasol, Steven Adams, this is what they do. They just do the big, beefy,
No, that pick
Yeah.
and
big
roll gonna be
Steph
motherfucker.
nasty with him though.
Randolph, Foul Gasol. Yeah, that's what they do.
That's
No,
what
that
Yeah.
pick
they
and roll
do.
gonna be nasty with him because he can hit that little free throw line jump shot. He
Yeah,
actually
and
shoots a little
And
three
that's going to
too. So
extend JJ. That's going to
yeah,
yeah,
extend
and when he
Jackson.
back up, when he gets out that lane and Ja attack the lane and they
gonna be crazy.
collapse,
Pick and
even
roll.
if Ja go up for a dunk and they contest, he can still
He
throw it
cleaning
up.
everything up. He cleaning
Yeah.
everything up.
He cleaning it up, bro. I love that over there. I love it.
That defensively, though, that front court, you're not going to want to see them.
Yeah, I was getting
You're
there.
No,
not going to
bro.
want to see them.
The West is gonna be so tough next year.
Yo, it's tough over there,
Like
bro.
this another level Twin Towers because
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Defensive Player of the Year candidate every year. for like
Yeah.
the last 4 seasons.
Yeah,
He
you
need to
right
make it
Uh,
though.
easy for him.
I feel you. You right, bro. Minnesota won the draft, and to me, OKC won. They won off
well, we
season.
going well. That's the milk for free. We
Oh
got
shit! I'm sorry. My bad.
that's a whole topic.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I think Minnesota had a really good draft. Anybody else got some favorites? Who did I miss? I know I missed somebody trying to rush through this thing.
Hey, Atlanta Hawks, y'all suck. Y'all did horrible in the draft.
Whew,
Atlanta, man.
um, Ron Holland going to Detroit. That was
I
kind of a surprise.
I tell you what, I was surprised about Houston. Why did
Yeah, that's what I was
they?
talking about. That Reed move, that Reed Shepard pick.
That was a
Yeah.
reach. They were supposed to get Dillingham. That was crazy. Man.
See, I didn't see them getting Dillingham because of the size. Because of his
Right,
size, it was kind of limited where he would work out,
right.
unless you knew that he was gonna come in as like, yo, just straight microwave scorer off the
Yeah.
bench.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
But he
And
needed to go somewhere where they had some type of size that can
I mean,
mask his
Minnesota don't got a true
defensive
point
efficiencies.
guard
nah, you
besides,
right. And
the older
Because he's
Minnesota's
guy.
so
perfect. You
tiny though.
right.
He's
He's
six
so
one, a buck
small, bro.
64.
Yeah, he's smarter
He
than me.
tiny.
Yeah. But I
But
figured Udoka
going to
don't like
Minnesota with
him.
those stupid bigs
Yeah.
Yeah, best
that can
defensive team
mask
in the
that.
league.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I like him a lot. And
Yeah.
I think he fell to a great spot. I think he's gonna be able to shine out there in Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Cause he gonna come off the bench because Conley's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's gonna be coming off the bench, him and TSJ. You
Mm.
got backcourt with Nas Reed. That's gonna be an ugly bench.
they're gonna be really good.
They're gonna be some dogs. The loss of Kyle Anderson hurts, slow mo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But they
that's gonna
looking
be a
good
problem.
though. Yeah, they look good. I like it. Like it a
That's
lot.
gonna be a big problem.
Hell yeah.
Utah. How about Utah still in the brother away? Cody Williams. He didn't get a chance to make it. I believe they would have took him at 12 if he was there.
Yeah.
OKC, because they could use a wing that could shoot.
Yeah, his
Right.
Like
brother,
that's the role that
brother
they
play
wanted to
just like
fit
him.
Giddy into.
That is. He couldn't do it. That's facts. You're right, bro.
So I believe, without a doubt, I think they would have took him.
Yeah.
I think they was waiting on that. But they ended up getting Topich. Josh Giddey 2.0. They literally got the same guy.
Yeah.
The tall, can run the offense, can rebound, do a lot of things, can't shoot a three, can't defend. They just got the same player and they reset the contract. Smart moves. Sam Presti has always been really good at his job, uh, without a doubt. What other notable picks were there? I heard it was something weird going with Kyle Flipkowski. They said it was something with his background and something with
That
his
Mormon
girlfriend
shit.
or something. And
Yeah,
it was
that Mormon shit. I
it
heard
scared
about
some
that.
people. I think that's why he
Bro. So his girlfriend,
Where did he go?
he's only like 19, right? So his girlfriend that he's getting married to used to babysit him. And that was she
Yeah,
left
Wow.
that's
that
what it
home.
was. That's what it was. It scared the
Where
hell
did he
out of a
go?
lot of things.
They
He
did. He
went in the
went to
second
Utah.
round to Utah, of course.
But bro, he should have
Oh,
been a first round pick. Kyle
perfect state.
Filipowski is a
Yeah.
baller, bro.
Hey, he
They
went to the
was
perfect state for
asking
his relationship.
they were questioning whether or not he was gonna go in the lottery.
Yeah,
That's
he was
crazy.
supposed to be, bro. Hey, look, what's dude's name that went to Philly from Duke?
They went to Philly from
Oh,
McCain.
yeah, McCain, yeah.
McCain.
Man, Filipowski is better than him, bro.
Yeah, he
Way
is. I ain't gonna
better.
lie. McCain's not
Yeah,
that good to me. He that was a reach to
yeah.
me. He's not a bad player, but that was
Nah,
a
he
reach to
ain't
me
no
too,
bad player,
McCain.
but he should have been a second round pick. You're right.
Yeah, second round pick. No way he should have
Mhm.
went first round. So
Right.
he's like a smaller
Well, yeah, that Kyle Filipowski shit
yeah,
spooked people. They was like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?"
I
And
didn't
then
even know that.
Utah took him right away. It was crazy because that's what they do out there. You know, they got that Mormon culture out
Yeah.
there, so they,
It was
yeah.
perfect for so hey, he gonna fit in well and they could use a player like him. This might be
When
his
that
team.
happened, bro, I was like, "Yeah,
Plus,
God don't make no mistake. God don't
Lori
make
might be on the
mistakes."
market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another pick I loved was Miami, Khalil Ware. They got my boy from Indiana. I think that is money. How
Yeah,
much have we been talking about moving Bam back to his
yeah.
natural four spot? Now you
Tyson
just gave
Chandler.
him all that money. You finna
Ain't
protect
that
him now
dude
and
that's
give him the
like
big man.
Tyson Chandler with the jumper?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot.
He's gonna
Yes.
fit in good out there.
And one of the knocks on him was not bringing the energy. It's
Right.
not happening in Miami. It's
Nah.
not happening.
You
You're
won't
not
see the
getting away with
floor.
it.
You will not see the floor. You better have that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was a good event. A lot of teams got some really good, talented players. But let's go and move on because we still got a lot to talk about in this next topic. That NBA free agency kicked off a couple days later.
Yeah.
It's fast and furious. We knew it was coming, and it kicked off. I think the first deal was Andre Drummond going to Philly, and it just gave you a tease that Philly was up to some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and they showed up, came through, and added Eric Gordon after that, and then came with the Paul George,
Hey, shout
and
out to
then
Mooney,
the
man.
news of
Hey,
the Maxi contract.
hey, that dude
Woo!
be making moves, man. No matter where
Yeah.
he at, he puts some teams together. He makes things happen, and you think ain't nothing gonna happen because
Daryl
he puts
Morey,
that team
man.
together.
Yeah,
More. I said more. Yeah,
he gonna spin
hey,
that paper.
hey, he gonna put a team together. He gonna go down fighting, and I love that about him as a GM. Hey, but what ain't it crazy how Paul George was it seemed like he was going to Golden State and it was like a done deal, and then all of a
Right.
sudden it just didn't happen. Like that was weird.
I didn't I didn't think it was
Nah,
gonna
it really
happen.
wasn't a done deal. JJ break it down, bro.
Yeah, I didn't really see it happening, honestly. Once he picked up that option, or once he denied that option,
Yeah.
that killed any chance Golden State really had of getting him because they don't have cap space.
Right.
Yeah, they already over. Yeah,
Philly had the cleanest route. Philly had about 60 million. They could do whatever they want. It was like,
back that
look,
boy
you
Right.
ain't
out.
gotta pick up
And
the option.
you was right
You
too,
ain't
bro.
gotta rely on them to fuck you over to pick up the option,
Yeah.
and then they send you wherever the hell they want to. Decline that bitch right now, and we could give you the bag today. And that's
Mm.
exactly
Right.
what they did.
And you was right too. Golden State needed it to be a sign and trade.
Yeah, they think about it. They pressing the luxury tax.
They said once Paul George declined to opt in to his option with the Clippers, then they
It was
couldn't
done.
trade him. Yeah, it was over
Mm.
with for
It
Golden
was
State.
done out.
Yeah.
Um, that was huge though. Although I ain't gonna lie, the better championship move to me, it's hard to say that it was a better move because that's such a crazy lineup now.
Yeah.
But him going, if he would have went back to OKC with all of the stuff they got from trading him in the first place, that would have been so sick.
Yeah.
Now
He
he
should
would
have
have
did
slid
that.
right in at the 3 spot where we just talked
I
about
think he should
the
have done
Giddy,
that
the
in Philly.
shooter,
He
I
should
think
have
and
did
I
it.
would have rather went to Philly because he don't got to do too much. You can
he
let
don't got to
the
do too
B
much.
beat him. Embiid.
OKC,
He
I'd
don't
rather
gotta
play
do
with
too
Embiid.
much.
he
I'd rather
got
play
to,
with Embiid.
bro. That roster, Shay
Yeah.
G, Jalen Williams,
They
and
young
Chet can
though.
all go
They young
crazy.
though. They
Bro.
young though. Philly ready to win right now. That team
And,
is
I,
ready.
and
Nah,
That
that's why
look.
I
Philly
say,
profile ready to win right
it's
now.
hard for me to just fully say that it was better.
Philly
But
just did enough to match up
but
with
with
Boston and me.
OKC
No
got
move.
now and coming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro,
Oh no, OKC the
they
team
could
of the
build a
future.
dynasty.
Yeah. OKC the
Look,
team of the future.
Paul
No doubt
George
about that.
would have been the Kyrie to
Caruso,
Shay's Luca. It would have been nice, bro. I swear that would have
you
been
could have put
crazy.
you really could have went small because you got Chet. You could have
Yeah.
went Caruso and Shay G start together in the backcourt and move
Mm.
and have Williams play the 3 and PG play a
He didn't
4
want to go back
and
there.
Chet.
Have y'all ever been to Oklahoma City? That place sucked, man. He didn't want to go back there. Shout out to
Right.
the
I get
Oklahoma
it.
City
I
fans. I
get
ain't
it.
got nothing to
Nah, it is whack out there.
I
That's
get it.
real.
bro.
I get it.
He want to spend 4 years there. He already been there
I
before.
get
You
it. And you get 200 mil in Philly, that hit different.
know?
Oh, I
Hey,
get it. But
that was
I
another
think
thing that I noticed too. The money, depending on where he took the money at too. That was crazy. Like, did you see the breakdown of Tatum's contract because he's in Boston? By the
oh
time
man.
he get done, bro, he only getting 25 million of that 50. Like I was like, dang. So
Them
it do
taxes
matter
is
where you take
crazy.
that bread at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got them taxes, boy. Maybe that's part of the reason why Clay chose Dallas over the Lakers.
I'm
Let's
telling you,
talk
man,
about that.
that's a lot of money going out to Dallas.
Now I thought that was the better basketball move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dallas is closer to a chip than the Lakers.
He fits in well there too for his type of game. His bag is
Yeah.
perfect for them.
It's like with that, when you drop Clay into Dallas, it's like, okay, I think that might have been a missing piece. You
Yeah,
drop Clay into the Lakers, it's like they
he
still
might.
need more.
He would have turned into Chris Bosh, bro. They
I,
just
I, I
had him
like
sitting
him.
around.
I love him with Dallas. Um, and at first I was a little bit surprised because I thought he was gonna follow suit with his pops. He was gonna do the Jalen Brunson thing. And
Mhm.
then I heard that LeBron, as soon as free agency kicked off, he got on the phone and called him. I'm like, oh, he gonna work. He gonna bring it home. I think we seeing LeBron pool ain't what
Bro,
they think it
and
is.
remember this, they was arch enemies. I love that about Clay. Shout out to Clay.
Exactly. That's
I'm not
exactly
playing
where I was
against
getting
you.
ready to
I
go
don't want to
next.
play with a dude that I really used to hate you. We had real. We can't be friends now. You're like
That's where I
no,
was gonna go.
and I
And then
love that.
one thing about Clay, Clay loves to be able to flex. He love to be able to have
Yeah,
that brag about
yeah,
his ring. So
yeah. Hey, this the same dude that drove a boat to each game at home. That's one of the coolest facts about him. That man rode a boat to the home games every game. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, that's it's gonna be hard to call the next season, man. Off of what we're seeing, and it's not even done. Because hey, something's got
parity
to
is
happen with
back.
the Bulls. Hey,
No one team is dominating
there
anymore.
is no one team. I mean, hey, let's talk about Chris Paul to San Antonio. Man,
He
that's gonna
does.
be,
I've said it in the past. He does well with the young folks. You can say
bro.
what you want. He bad on a championship team, but he's
Bro.
great with a young
I just
team.
think about those years with him and Tyson Chandler and the work they did. Oh man, Wemby is finna go crazy with him on his side. He's gonna be coaching Wemby up, throwing a lot of lobs. He gonna stay out the way.
He
I
pop
mean,
on the floor.
man, like that was a big move. And to see him go to San Antonio, you could tell this is where he wanted to be. That wasn't just a I'm forced. This is something he wanted to do. So he's excited about it. That means we're gonna see a good time. Because I thought he was going to LA for sure. I
I
thought
did
this was
too.
gonna be the
I
yeah.
thought he was gonna go to the
Thought this
Lakers.
was
I
that
thought we was gonna
opportunity
finally
to
get
play
it.
with his boy. Yeah. I'm shocked he turned that away too. I mean, as close as they supposed to be, but you know,
Maybe the call didn't come.
maybe he just said forget he done with trying to chase the ring. Maybe he just gave up on it. He said, look, let's do it this way. Oh yeah, and then you know what? D'Angelo did opt in with the Lakers though. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Are they gonna keep him or trade him? Because he opted in really quick.
Well, one of the rumors that is out there for the DeMar DeRozan trade, the potential DeMar DeRozan trade, if they want to give him the number that he wants, they're gonna have to trade for him because they can't outright sign him. They don't have the cap space. So supposedly Brooklyn is willing to take D'Lo back
Mm,
if they, getting involved in a third team. So I don't know where they are with a potential deal.
mm,
Um, but he could end up back in Brooklyn.
mm. Yeah, he
They
played well there. They like him there.
yeah, and they got rid of 𝑀ichael Bridges, so they got a spot. Uh,
Hey, we ain't bought them up yet. The Nova Knicks.
let's talk about them. I love the Knicks. I don't think that they're getting discussed enough.
They are
Believe it or
not.
not, because I hate the Knicks, but I love what
Yeah,
they've done. I love what they've done.
they
I
did
can't even
all the
lie.
think about this. If they just keep everything they got and bring everybody back, that is a loaded team, man. That is a
Well,
with OG
OKC got
and
Hardenstein. Hardenstein signed
yeah,
with
but
OKC,
okay,
which was huge.
but think about it.
That's
They did
huge.
everything they did without having what's the name on the floor. Um,
Randall.
um, dude, you bring back a healthy Randall with OG and everything. Oh my God, that team is
They're gonna be
is
a problem.
crazy.
They're gonna be a
A
problem. I
problem?
I tell you what, Will. I tell you what's gonna be a problem though. Future Cap. They have to
Yeah,
win now because they
yeah.
created a monster
They're gonna have
with
to pay
that
somebody.
Anunoby contract.
Yeah, but they gave him 212, something like that.
Yeah, but he the highest paid player now, and he the
Mhm.
third best, maybe fourth.
Nah, OG's a good player, man. I put him either
He's a
I
good
put him
player.
in
I'm not knocking
second or
him,
third
but
probably on his team,
is he
maybe second
better than
or
is
third.
he better than Brunson?
He's not better than Brunson or
Is
McKill,
he
so I
better
say
than
three.
is he better than Randall?
Yeah, that's true. Dang. Yeah, when Randall come
Is
back
he better
balling,
than McHale? That's why I say
yeah.
maybe four. The
So they do got to
McHale
win the
is
Big 10.
him and McHale is a fine line.
You think the Nova guys will
And
take
it's not a knock. I'm
some
not
reasonable
knocking him.
contracts to play together, or is it going to be about the money? Because no matter what, the bag is getting thrown
Gonna
around right now.
always be it's gonna always come down to the money. It's gonna always come down to the money.
Yeah,
But I think in the future they might have created a monster. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's
think
gonna
about
have to
that.
go. I
You
love
might
what
be
they've
right
done
there,
though.
sir.
I love what they've done though. But they have to
Yeah,
win now.
Cause I really thought that my mindset was okay. Maybe this is that chance they're gonna finally bring in Donovan. All of a sudden, he signs that big contract to stays. Puts out the little, whatever he said. And I'm wondering what's going on there because at the end of the season, we were hearing all kind of rumblings. I know he didn't get along with the coach; they fired him. But then I was hearing stuff about maybe him and the point guard kid didn't get along that well. So
Supposedly they got along well. They're just not necessarily an on-court fit. So
mm,
I don't know what's gonna come of that. They came out and said they wasn't gonna make no moves. Maybe the coaching change is gonna do it. We'll see. But I think if they put any of them boys out on the market, they'd be stupid valuable.
yeah,
Darius Garland could get you back a lot.
hey.
Um,
And let's talk about your OKC boys one more time, man. I mean, bringing in the white Mamba, and who's the other guy they picked up? They brought somebody else in too, right?
they got Caruso, they got Hartenstein, and they got
Hartenstein, right? Man,
Toppich in
hey,
the draft. All three
those two
levels:
bringing
trade,
in.
free
What,
agency, and draft.
when was the last time that anybody got excited about two white guys? I'm sorry, Hartenstein. I know you claiming us. But bro, like those two vets are gonna make that team better. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna be fast. They can both shoot. I mean, they both energy guys. Like that was two great. OKC is they are really building something out there. I just hate that they're in the West. This is tough to be where they are. But I mean, they won number. They were first in the West. They didn't carry it longer. We know it's tough in the playoffs, but I mean, OKC is really building a monster out there. And as you saw,
Yeah,
they re-signed a lot of their little extra guys. The role players. They gave them all money. Hey, they got something good going out there, man.
yeah, they building something. And just think they still got 100 million more draft picks to come.
100 million.
It's not gonna stop for a while over
You
there.
mess around, hey boy. Hey, they got something good going there, man.
They
OKC,
bringing
y'all
in
better love y'all
generations.
team. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, how about some of these overpays? There are some overpays.
Who you think got
Um,
overpaid?
I mentioned Anunoby. I think that's a little bit of an overpay. I think that was a re-signing that they had to do. The Knicks
Okay,
had to bring him back, but that was an overpay, I think.
okay.
Um, Jonathan Isaac, he got 84, 84 mil, 5 year, which isn't a crazy amount today
Hmm.
at all. It's
Yeah,
like mid-level now, damn near. But he missed what 2, 3 seasons? Like that's it's a pretty penny for somebody who missed so much.
yeah.
And the
I mean,
same
the
could
guy.
also be said about Pat Wills for the Bulls. He hasn't missed as much as Isaac has, though.
Yeah. But man, I mean, but at this point, that's not a big contract, but still, I mean, he's got to come around and show something next season. Like that's a lot of money to do. But I think at least the Bulls are going young. We see that they finally decided to give it up. We just waiting to see the dominoes drop with Zach and with DeMar. But I mean, they got to do something because I mean that division is too tough. I mean, it's too many good teams in that division.
Yeah.
They're not getting any better. You got to start over. You gotta know when it's time to go ahead and give up on what they've been trying. You can't just keep trying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at the Pat Williams contract. I'm actually happy. I thought it was gonna get close to I thought it was gonna be 20 mil a year, and it wasn't. So I'm actually happy that it wasn't.
He's
Um,
had some flashes though, man. He's had some flashes. He showed us that he can be capable of being a good player for us. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Because I do like Pat Game. I think he has a great potential, great upside. Just has those days where it seems like his mind's out to lunch. I don't know. So
I wish that we could get him back at the 3 spot. I think that is where he is at his best on the wing and not guarding the bigger guys like he does, not having to guard Giannis.
where you think
Um,
Boozella's is gonna play?
that's tough. I think I would like to see him at the 4, but he'd have to put some weight on. He's so
Okay.
frail. So he probably have to start off at the wing. I think he's probably a natural wing.
Hmm.
He just got the height of a 4. So he'll probably be at the wing and Pat at the 4. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna start right out the gate or not either, though. Is Jalen Smith, who they brought in, is he gonna back up Vooch, or do you play him at the 4 alongside Vooch and then move Pat down one?
Vooch might
They
be on the move
might
from what
not
they're
though.
saying now.
Vooch
I
might be
mean,
on the move. Easier said than done though. So
yeah,
until it
yeah, that
happens,
him and Zach contracts are gonna be tough to move around, even though they still can contribute. It's just that money got to fit somewhere.
yeah, he might be a little easier to move than Zach though. He's getting about half the salary and he plays every game. That's
Yeah,
one thing you could
yeah,
say. Vooch is out there on the court.
gives you a lot of double doubles. He does play hard. I got to give him that, and he had a decent season last year.
Yeah, he had probably his worst 3-point shooting season though. That's what hurt.
Yeah, you know how I feel about those. They shouldn't even be going up.
Yeah, I hear you on that. But the Harden contract, that was solid. 2 years, 70 mil.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin, what did you think about that? 4 years, 60, 15 mil a year for Obi
Hey,
Toppin?
Obi had a great season. He's actually progressed. I mean, he used to didn't have that 3-point shot. He's hitting that on a regular basis. He played well in the playoffs. I think he earned that money. So shout out to both the Toppins. Look like Lil Bro on his way next too. So, but yeah, Obi he earned that money, man. I'm an Obi fan. I wanted the Bulls to draft him. You know that. I was mad. That was one of the guys I liked. So yeah,
Yeah. Um, and then let's talk about because there's still a lot going on in free agency, and we could talk about this all day, but I want to get through this. So let's
yeah,
just
yeah.
go ahead and move along. I thought Big Money was gonna get back, but he must have maybe his phone died or something. But what was your favorite move so far? Albeit whether it's the draft, free agency, or trade, anything.
My favorite move so far. If you ask me, being honest with you, I gotta go with the Caruso move, man. That Caruso move to OKC, that was pretty big. I didn't see that coming. That was out of left field. I already thought they had a pretty solid team. What he brings as a leader, as a defensive player, the tenacity, the energy, I mean, dude, that he's really, really gonna make them a better team. I think some people not paying attention to the type of player he is. People have been trying to snag him from the Bulls for years. They've been dangling all kind of draft picks, players. I think that was a very big move. And being honest, besides that, the biggest move right now to me, like the biggest move, is the JJ Redick hire. I think that's the biggest move out of anything that's happened over sports over the last few weeks. We all can't wait for the season to start to see what's going to happen with this. Is he the next Pat Riley, or is he the next Vinny Nail nigga? You know what I'm saying? you know, we'll only time will tell. But I think that was the biggest move right now to me, just seeing that happen. We all kind of saw it coming, but I think that was a big move.
For me, I would have to say, and there's so much that I like. I love with Minnesota, all of the moves they did on draft night. I like
Yeah.
the stuff OKC has done. But I would probably have to say my favorite was the DeJounte Murray trade,
Mm,
putting him with
mm,
Zion.
mm.
DeJounte Murray and Zion, CJ McCollum going back to off the ball like he was with Dame. I love it. I know they're trying to trade Brandon Ingram, but man, DeJounte Murray is a connector. He makes that work so well, I think.
Mm.
Something that they hadn't had since they got lost Lonzo Ball. I think you can get the real Zion to stand up with a point guard like DeJounte Murray.
Wow.
I think.
Okay. Word.
I love
Can't
it. I'm
wait
a
to see
Murray
it.
fan. Him being with Trey Young in Atlanta took the ball out of his hands a lot, and he's a guy that needs to have the ball in his hands. He's not really a catch and shoot type of guy. He He's a ball dominant point guard. A triple double threat. And a highlight reel waiting to happen. Him and Zion will be fun to watch.
I'm excited for it. I mean, he carried that Atlanta team down the stretch when Trey was hurt. They only made it to the play-in because of him. So, I mean, that I'm excited to see what him and Zion gonna look like together. That was pretty big. That was out of left field too. Nobody saw that coming. I was like, what? He went to where?
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that Trae Young was going to get moved, but it sounded like they said that Trae Young was harder to move.
Wow. Hey, a 6'1" point guard that don't play defense.
Now, it's not my favorite move for Atlanta because they got about half back for him that they spent to get him.
Mm.
They gave up so much to get Murray, and they only got about half the value back. But I loved it for New Orleans. I love him going there, him being with Zion. Now, what was your least favorite move so far, if you have one?
Least favorite move so far, if I had one. I mean, a lot of shakeups, a lot of things going on. Um, I mean, it's not nothing that I really didn't like that I've seen so far. I mean, because there's a lot going on, but I think everybody's, because this is that kind of wait and see type of situation. But overpaying, I just feel like, you know, with the way these contracts are getting thrown around right now, all this money that's just getting thrown out there, some of these guys, they backed up that truck. I mean, and they didn't really play that well. I don't want to put no names out there because I don't really know. I can't really think anybody I could just think of right offhand. But that money did get thrown around a lot over this offseason. So we gonna see a lot of guys bust over that money, man. It's a lot of money they're giving to these guys. These guys making
Yeah.
anywhere between 20 to 40 million, some of them 50 million a year now. So I'm just hoping that this doesn't spoil some of these
The
guys and that
last
we don't
year
lose the
of
play.
Tatum's contract is supposed to be at 71.
Shh. Well, I'm sitting there
71
talking about
million for one season.
that's nuts, man.
That
That's
was
nuts.
entire contracts. If you got that, you will ball. That was Joakim Noah's contract, and he made it when he had that. You remember he had
Oh,
the
I
$70
forgot
million
about that.
deal.
Man, dang. And he probably eating off that so well because he low key. He ain't one of them. I spend a lot of money. He don't wear a lot of
He
jewelry, none
came
of that
for
great
money.
stuff.
He came for
Yeah.
money.
So
Father
yeah,
was
he
a
ain't gonna
tennis
throw it
player.
around.
His mother was what did she play? Volleyball or who? I forgot. She was
Can't
no, a
remember.
model, Swedish
Okay.
model. Pops was a soccer. What I say? Soccer,
Yeah.
tennis. Pops played tennis. Yannick Noah.
Okay.
Mom was a Swedish model. Yeah. But my least favorite was Jonas Valanciunas going to Washington. Why? Why would you do that? There's a market for you. You can get money out here.
Hey,
A
my man,
3-year, $30 million deal. I'm sure you could have gotten
my
that.
man heard about Chocolate City. He said he want to go hang out. You know what I'm saying? He trying to go kick it. Trying to go get his go-go on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. You can win out here, man.
Maybe
You
that
could
was
have
the
went.
biggest. The only thing I can see is that was the biggest bag that was offered to him. That's the only thing I can see. That was
Maybe.
the most money on the table when he jumped on it because he not from here. Whoever give me the most money, I'm going there. That's the only thing I can see because it's not about winning. It's not about teaming up.
Yeah. That's my thing. Like, man, you could have you could have been valuable out here on this market. And you jumped quickly at that deal.
Yeah,
But hey,
his own, as they say, right?
to each his own. If we missed a move, whether it be a favorite move or a least favorite move,
Yeah,
whatever the case, get in those comments and let us know what you thought. What moves did you like or dislike so far this off season that is still going?
yeah,
But before we get out of here, last but not least, we got a fight. We got another fight this week, Snow.
yeah.
That man, Shakur Stevenson. His last fight was not very impressive. So this is a kid that talks a lot. Now, I'm a fan. I know how good he is, but he talks a whole lot, and he's on Tank's list. He's the guy that we all want to see this fight, but he needs to dominate this weekend. He needs to give Artem. I'm gonna pronounce him like you this time. I don't
You
even.
can.
but but he needs to have no shot.
Yeah.
He needs to have no shot at all. And I think Shakur should take care of business here.
He better. Hey, I'm like this same way when I felt with the Haney fight. I want to see him lose. I don't think it's
I
gonna
don't want to see
happen.
him lose.
I don't
I'm a
think Artem
fan.
has that kind of fight in him. But I mean, Shakur needs to not only win this fight, he needs to look really good because Tank ain't gonna give him a shot. You can't go out there and be sloppy against this guy that we don't know who he is. You got to go out there and dominate him from when the bell rings to it's over. It don't have to be a knockout. It just needs to be clean. He needs to walk away with that with not a scratch on his face.
Yeah,
It
get
needs to
back
be
to that.
yeah,
Get
it needs
back
to
to
be
the
I
Shakur
can
that
fight
we love.
tomorrow. Yeah, he got to just be clean.
One thing I've always loved about Shakur and what made him such a good ideal opponent for Tank is Shakur would put up so many punches every round.
And that's
That's one
exactly
thing
what
he
I was
was
gonna get into.
known for is the output. He
Yeah.
would go crazy and it was all targeted. Like it wasn't just throwing stuff. Like it was all with purpose. And he was fast. He wasn't getting hit.
Mhm.
We need to get back to that.
Yep, and that's
We
what I
need
was
to
gonna
get
bring
back to
up.
that heavy
I wanna
output.
see what kind of activity we're gonna get out of him. Is it gonna be just like slow pace, or is he gonna go out there and just dominate and really show us his skills? Like you say, he's one of
Yeah.
the best fighters. He's not a puncher. He's skilled. He's a technician. So we need to see that. We need to see him not getting hit. We need to see him just put on the show. So I will be all watching, because we've had some good fights so far. Man, shout out to the fights last week. Oh my goodness. We saw
Yeah.
some, Timo won by
Yeah.
decision, but the fight before, two fights before that were really awesome. We got some nice cards coming up at
We
the end
saw a
of
good
the year.
UFC. It was a good UFC that night too.
Yeah.
Pereira knocked out the dude cold.
Yeah, he
Out
continues to put on the
cold.
show.
It's over.
Yeah, UFC gonna take boxing. Hey, boxing, y'all better clean it up. UFC is on y'all heels, man. For some people, it's already taking it over. But you got the guys like us that's still holding on tight and hoping
Yeah.
for some of the best fights of our lives. But yeah,
Tank
man,
bringing the people
Shakur.
back.
Hey, Shakur, this is your opportunity, man. Don't drop the ball. You know, don't
Yeah.
mess up. 'Cause this
Don't
is your
drop the
chance to get
ball.
the big money that you've been looking for, that big payday. And it shows if you really could beat Tank. We want to see it. So hey, we'll be all watching. I'm excited.
No doubt. But on that note, man, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Yes,
as
sir.
always another great week,
Thanks for
man.
hanging out
And
with us, man. It was a long one. Thanks to Sonny, long-winded ass.
no doubt, no doubt.
Love you,
But
Sonny.
from us here
Yes,
and
sir.
on my sports, man. In and catch us next week. We're gonna get right back into it. I know it's gonna be some more news out there. We definitely can't wait. The DeMar DeRozan deal is coming soon.
Man.
Will the Bulls move Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic?
Yeah.
I think next week we got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
So I'll have a good week. Peace.
Hey, Rose, get a steak for that eye, bro.
Yeah. Do something about that. Blame Canada. Peace.
Love y'all, man. Peace.